visit us on the web at mgsrefrigeration.com.
Food. Happy Halloween from MGS Refrigeration.
New this week at Dollar Boots and Jeans. Hooey jackets for the whole family. Stetson jackets and Crazy Train dusters for the ladies. New cinch vests and new styles of cinch jeans for the guys. Hooey caps for the guys and fedora hats for the ladies. Don't forget the Yeti tailgate coolers with wheels for your game this weekend. Get all your fall fashions and more at Dollar Boots and Jeans, 2850 North White Sands in Alamogordo.
Dollar Boots and Jeans, you're gonna like our style.
You're listening to ESPN Radio on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
This is a special presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports on Southern New Mexico's sports leader, ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silkscreen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
Our next governor can do a lot to grow New Mexico's economy. Michelle Lujan Grisham has a plan for 50% of New Mexico's energy to come from clean and renewable resources like wind and solar, and sell it to other states to create good-paying jobs for New Mexicans. And Michelle has a real plan to transform our schools and train our workers for new jobs in all kinds of careers, from investing in pre-K to giving students of every age the education and skills they need to be successful in careers here in New Mexico. Skills they can learn close to home through apprenticeships and partnerships with local businesses and colleges, like degrees from New Mexico State's Alamogordo campus in information technology or renewable energy systems, and from Eastern's Ruidoso campus in cybersecurity. Michelle Lujan Grisham wants our families to stay in New Mexico and prosper here. Get the details at NewMexicansForMichelle.com.
Paid for by New Mexicans for Michelle, Both Cisneros treasurer.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at JustinsMotorCompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
Don't miss out on the Otero County Fairgrounds new and used car sale. OFCU will be offering special rates and terms October 5th through the 8th. OFCU is teamed up with Desert Sun Motors and Vision Ford to offer you a huge selection. OFCU is offering as low as 2.49% APR and many other special offers too. OFCU, hot deals for your wheels. Let's get rolling. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500. ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome to the Wool Bowl in Roswell. The Alamogordo Tigers face off against the Goddard Rockets. The Tigers coming into a district matchup against the Rockets. Sorry, we went straight into commercial break there at the start of the program, but Roswell was having their pregame festivities with National Anthem, playing taps, and the presentation of the colors by the ROTC, which is being taken off the field now. It's senior night for the Rockets here, and they're looking to remain unbeaten on the season. They face off against a Tigers team, which is coming off their first win of the season, their first win in their last 17 games. So some positives for the Tigers coming off the win over Chaparral. They're healthy. That's another big thing for the Tigers as well, is they're got a guy like Braden Martin back. They also will be getting back a couple of other players as well. So nice to see the Tigers getting a few faces back, and that should help them out a little bit as district goes on. But it's also worth noting out that the Tigers are facing the top three teams in the state of New Mexico, arguably. If you look at most of the polls, they are that. I'm sure there may be a couple teams say, "Oh no, we're better than Goddard and Roswell and Artesia," but I don't know if you're necessarily going to find that. And it just goes to show how difficult this district is going to be for the Tigers. But I think Alamo's far more equipped to be ready to compete in this district than they would have been with last year. And, of course, they saw these teams last year, too. They faced both Goddard and Roswell back in Alamogordo. They went over to Artesia. Those were three really tough games. But I just believe, the Tigers, with what the size they've got up front and the skill that's improved throughout the season, I don't necessarily they'll come out of here with a win, because I think it's going to be exceptionally tough. Goddard on senior night in their place and 6-0-1. But I think you'll see a much, much more competitive game, and I think we've seen that throughout the season. The Tigers, in comparison from 2017 to 2018, just trying to keep building, and this year, another building year for the Tigers, and hopefully starting to see the wins rack up in 2019. But kind of hard to think that far ahead. You want to come out and play well tonight and hopefully come away with a victory. That would be a big positive for the Tigers. And it would be a huge upset. I think it's more than fair to say, if the Tigers came into the Wool Bowl tonight and beat Goddard, it would certainly make some noise across the state of New Mexico. So we'll see if the Tigers can maybe create a little bit of a shocker here. We'll find out. All right, we're going to hear from Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Sisko. That is coming up next, and we'll take a quick commercial break and get into that. You're listening to Tiger Football Pregame on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com. What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
Let's go back. We haven't talked, obviously, since the win. For you as a coach to see those guys get to experience that and get to enjoy that win a couple Fridays ago, what was that experience like for you to get to watch those kids do that?
It was special for our staff, considering all the work we put in, and to sit back and watch our kids celebrate it. And the best part was we had kids on the sideline right when that horn sounded. They sit there and said, "This is not the expectation, and this is not the exception. This is what we're supposed to do all the time." So to hear our kids say that this is how we're supposed to act like we've been here before, we're going to do this a lot more, was very encouraging. But to see those kids who've bought in for 2 years of what we're trying to do, get to experience that and get that so-called monkey off their back, it was good. And that atmosphere that was created that night for homecoming, it was a special thing. And we had an awesome student body out there that was rocking the entire night, and our kids fed off of it. And it was a great night to be in Tiger Stadium.
Well, if anybody knows Roswell High School football or in that town, it's certainly going to be Coach Cisco, who was around it growing up and played at Roswell High. So Goddard was your rival when you were growing up. Under Coach White, does this feel like a completely different team than it was during the Jernigan days? What's your feeling on what you get from Goddard? This is back to where they're used to being, which is up at the top of the state.
Yeah, and like you said, depending on what poll you look at, you can see them at 1 or 2. They're typical Goddard. Coach White has been there for a long, long time. He was an assistant under Coach Jernigan for many, many years, and then was an assistant under Coach Whalen, and then got the head job again. And they're typical smash mouth lineup, and they're going to just maul you and get after you. And it's kind of games that I look forward to, and we're trying to get our program taught here to be excited for games like that. It turns into a fist fight, but they do a good job, and they're well coached. He's got a good job, but he's got a bunch of his assistants or former players that have gone on to college and come back teaching the coach and working for him. So typical Goddard, they're going to line up too tight, double wing, they're going to run toss, and they're going to run smash, and they're going to run that every play, and you got to figure out a way to stop it.
And they're going to mix in a couple of passes just to mess with you.
About 3 or 4 game, yeah. But and that's what they want to do. They want to line them, just physically pound you, and it's fun to get in games like that.
And I think this year you guys are much better suited to play those games than you were last year. Still obviously trying to get better at that, but you feel like you can match up better against those big size teams this season.
Yeah, physically, and that's just because of the improvements we made in the weight room in the off season. We're not so physically just outmanned strength wise that we'll be able to match up with those guys. Goddard's a great big team. They got a quarterback named Dalton Bowles who's a phenomenal athlete. And can make a whole lot of plays. And they do a lot of different things. It's still typical Goddard, but we feel like our chances if we can get up there and be physical, and we've challenged our kids all week to be physical and to match their physicality and make sure they understand that we're going to be a program that's smash mouth and hit you in the mouth, and we're not a Passover, and we're not going to roll over and die for you. We want to make sure Goddard knows Saturday morning they had a football game Friday night.
Yeah, and you guys are, I'm sure, just trying to focus on the things that you want to do right in the game. It's not necessarily a particular game plan for Goddard offensively or defensively. You guys just want to try to focus on getting your things right?
Yeah, we put some little wrinkles in here and there for Goddard, and we're doing some things differently defensively to take care of the ability we got and the talent we got and to match up against what they do. And they're going to do the same thing with us. But we're excited for what we've done all week. We've had 3 really good days of practice, probably the best 3 we've had all year. And our kids are excited for district, and we told our kids at the start of on Monday in our meeting that everything that we wanted to accomplish is still at our hand. We control our own destiny. And all we're worried about right now is Goddard and playing well Friday night and seeing what happens after 48 minutes and having fun in the Wool Bowl.
And hopefully it's going to be a fun night here in the Wool Bowl. The Tigers have just taken the field in their road white jerseys with the camouflage numerals, black helmets, Tiger logo on there, with something cool that I don't know if they started this year or if they were doing it last year. The helmet stickers is something that the Tigers had started doing this season, or either last year under Coach Cisco, and thought that was a nice touch, watching them down there in the field. So some good stuff to see that for the Tigers, and just a nice little bonus. When you make a good play, you get to put that helmet sticker on. It's good deal. The Rockets, meanwhile, are dressed in their home navy blue jerseys with gray numerals, white outlining, white pants, and the navy blue helmets with the G and R on the side of those helmets. Well, I believe it's the G and R. It might be actually the Rocket logo. No, it's the G and the R. I was right. Tigers will receive. Goddard won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. So the Tigers will go from right to left, which would be from north to south here at the Wool Bowl, right to left if you're listening to us on the radio, and I honestly don't know where else you would be listening to us. Of course, on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/ESPN Alamogordo. Reminder, you can always listen to Tiger events on those programs, or on our YouTube channel. So always happy to have you listening wherever you may be, whether it's back in Alamo or somewhere across the country. That's a great thing about the internet these days. Tigers with 4 men inside the 20-yard line. Will Gill back as one of the returners. And had that long kickoff return to open the game against Chaparral. And a short kickoff is going to be fallen on by the Tigers at about the 40-yard line, and we are underway here at the Wool Bowl. Tigers looking for, I think the second half against Chaparral was the better half of offense for the Tigers last Friday night. So if they can get something similar to that, obviously would be ideal. They do get Braden Martin back, which I apologize. Last week I saw a 15 out there, and I assumed Braden was still hurt. They cleared him on Wednesday, and he was good to go. So we'll see him out there. But J.P. Madden starts at quarterback. Tigers going with a single back option, wing back to the left. Goddard swarming 4 or 5 right around the line of scrimmage. They put a man in motion. It's Mendoza, and they fake the handoff to him. They give it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez right up the middle, and he's got a good gain, maybe enough for a first down for the Tigers, as he takes it to the 49-yard line near midfield. And it is Elias Gonzalez who gets the carry. And that's going to be enough for a first down. So the Tigers off to a great start here as they get a first down to open their offensive drive. 2 wide receivers to the near side. And, Goddard player jumped off sides. The left defensive end or linebacker, he was standing up, but he put a left foot into the neutral zone, and it's a 5-yard penalty on the Rockets. So a very good start for the Tigers offensively here as they get a first down and now have a 1st and 5 here into Goddard territory. Ball at the 46, closer to the far hash. They'll go Brandon Bedgood to the near side, Julio Mendoza to the top end. Dakota LaSalle is the wing back, and then tied in the formation as well. Under center again goes JP. Man in motion again, it's Julio. This time they'll give it to Julio. Tries to turn the corner. There's nothing there. He's fighting. Pardon me. But he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Dropped at the 48-yard line. It's a 2-yard loss. And so didn't go straight up the middle that time. Tried to go side to side. And the Rockets were ready for that play by the Tigers. And it'll be a 2nd down and 8 for Alamogordo. We could see 3 quarterbacks tonight, by the way, between JP and Tom Turnbull and Braden Martin. The Tigers, I'm going to guess, will probably use all 3 at some point tonight. Now into the shotgun for the first time. 2 wide receivers out to the far side. And the wingback is off to the right. Gonzalez to the left of Madden, hands it off. And Elias gets a good hole again, still on his feet across the 40. Elias has got another Tiger first down, as Alamogordo's run game is pushing Goddard around a little bit here early. That's a 10-yard gain and a first down for the Tigers. And that was one thing that we talked about with Coach Cisco, was the Tigers physically. We saw so many times last year the Tigers got around physically. Didn't feel like that was going to be the case. Now we've got a I'm not sure what the official was. He was looking at somebody on the near sideline. Maybe it was the chain gang, I think, to flip over the down. So 1st and 10 from the Goddard 38. Handoff. Gonzalez again has got running room across the 35, turns the quarter to the 30. And again, Alamo's really got some running room, and it looks like it's another first down. It's an 11-yard gain, and the Tigers continue to march into Goddard territory down to the 28-yard line. We'll call it a 10-yard gain. It's the 3rd first down on this drive for Alamogordo. And it's been all Elias Gonzalez, 11 yards, 10 yards, 10 yards.
and been the offensive line, creating areas for the Tigers to run the football. And again, under center goes JP. They got 5 right at the line of scrimmage, 7 in the box. Bring Mendoza in motion, fake the handoff, give it to Gonzalez, and nothing there this time. Right up the middle, Goddard stuffs it. It'll be a 2-yard loss. Pretty much the same play we've seen. Fake the handoff on the jet sweep, with that time Julio was coming in motion from the near side to the far side. It had been the opposite the last 2 times. And we'll see if the Tigers switch it up a little bit. But they ran the ball well here early on this drive. It would be a shame for the Tigers to come up without any points. One thing to note, the Tigers do not have Daniel Faranchalmi as a kicker tonight. So they're limited in that. It's probably just extra points. Everything's inside from this point is going to be a 4-down territory. Handoff and a flag. It was Gonzalez out of the shotgun from Madden. And we'll see what they call here. It was from the umpire pretty quickly. Probably holding, but let's wait and see. And the official's going to look at the other side. Looks like holding. Yeah, holding on the Tigers, and it's from the 32-yard line, so it'll take it back to the 42. This is a bad penalty for the Tigers. It's going to hurt what they've done on this drive so far. Take it back to the 41-yard line. Tigers need the Goddard 18 for a first down, so this will be 2nd and 23 for the Tigers. Alamo going 5 wide now. Trips to the top side, 2 to the bottom end. Goddard with 4 at the line of scrimmage, 2 down, 2 standing up. And then spread out in the zone the rest of the way. Little screen that was tipped. They tried an inside screen to Julio Mendoza, and it was tipped by the defensive lineman. I'm not sure Julio would have had a whole lot more, to be honest. And it'll be 3rd down and long for the Tigers. So unless Alamo come up with something huge here, try not to get it all. See if you can get back to maybe the original line of scrimmage and pick up 10 yards or so. Give yourself an opportunity on 4th down. Otherwise, I think the Tigers might punt from this spot. 8:33 to go first quarter. This is the opening drive of the game. The Tigers have amassed 3 first downs, but a holding penalty has got them in a tough spot here. 3rd and 23. Man in motion left to right is Will Gill. So 4 wide receivers to the top side. JP stands, throws deep down the middle of the field. No, to the near sideline, actually, and was looking for Tom Turnbull, but misfired by about a yard or 2. Tom had some space there with his defender up the near sideline, but they just couldn't hook up. And the Tigers will go ahead and punt. But they knew they had man-to-man on the near side as they put the other 4 wide receivers out on the other end. And so the Tigers took a shot, and not a bad place to take a shot. Encouraging opening drive, but I got to feel like slightly disappointing to take it down inside the Goddard 30-yard line and come up empty. And it'll be Max Merrill punting tonight. Max, I feel like, has done a good job with the kicking duties when he's been forced into it this year. It's a good snap, and this is a line drive kick. It's fielded at the 10. No fair catch to the 20. Going towards the sideline. A good tackle by Reese Cady at the near sideline to the 23, 24-yard line. A return of about 10 on the punts. And about a 30-yard punt total for Max Merrill. It'll be the Rockets' first time with the ball on offense. And they'll start from their own 24-yard line, not the 23. Ball's on the near hash. They're going to run the football every chance they get. It's what you expect from Goddard football. As the Rockets quarterback, a little inside toss. And right up the middle in a big hole, and breaking one tackle, seeing if he can break away from the rest of the Tigers. Julio Mendoza trying to track him down. Julio at the 20, down to the 10, and he saves the touchdown. Good hustle. Aragon with the carry, number 2. So he takes it from their own 23 all the way down to the Alamogordo Tiger 8-yard line. And right up the middle is where the Tigers have had a lot of trouble stopping the run this year, and that is right where the Rockets went. 68 yards on the carry. And inside handoff. We'll take it down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. And the carry goes to Connor Villapando, number 24. And it'll be second down and goal for now from the 4-yard line. Under center again, I formation. Faking the first handoff, keeping him himself and trying to fight his way into the end zone is Dalton Bowles, and he has the touchdown. Well, that was surgical there by the Rockets, and that's where we've, again, seen the Tigers have struggles. The Santa Teresa game in particular, that's the one that stands out to me. And you go back to the Ruidoso game as well. Right down the middle between the guards, the Tigers could not stop Santa Teresa. Lovington was actually able to run the football against them pretty decent in that spot too. Extra point is good, and the Rockets in a matter of about a minute take a 7-0 lead here at the Wool Bowl over the Tigers on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers trail. We come back after a quick commercial break.
Our next governor can do a lot to grow New Mexico's economy. Michelle Lujan Grisham has a plan for 50% of New Mexico's energy to come from clean and renewable resources like wind and solar, and sell it to other states to create good-paying jobs for New Mexicans. And Michelle has a real plan to transform our schools and train our workers for new jobs in all kinds of careers, from investing in pre-K to giving students of every age the education and skills they need to be successful in careers here in New Mexico. Skills they can learn close to home through apprenticeships and partnerships with local businesses and colleges, like degrees from New Mexico State's Alamogordo campus in information technology or renewable energy systems, and from Eastern's Ruidoso campus in cybersecurity. Michelle Lujan Grisham wants our families to stay in New Mexico and prosper here. Get the details at newmexicansformichelle.com.
Paid for by New Mexicans for Michelle, Both Cisneros treasurer.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers will fall on the kickoff just in front of the 20-yard line at about the 21. That's where the Tiger offense will come back on the field. Encouraging first drive from the Tigers. They picked up 3 first downs. Ended up stalling after a holding penalty. And then the Rockets took 3 plays to go 76 yards and fought their way into the end zone on a Dalton Bowles 4-yard touchdown run. So the Tigers, if they could get a sustained drive here, that would mean a ton for them. And now we see Braden Martin back in at quarterback. First time we've seen Braden at QB since the end of the Santa Teresa game. And it'll be 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 out to the far. And running back to the right out of the shotgun for Braden. Hands it off, and Elias gets it across the 24, falls forward. Yeah, I thought they might give him the 25, but they won't. It'll be a gain of 3 and a 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. Tigers going from right to left. We're still here in the first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 7 minutes remaining, and the Rockets leading at 7-0. District opener for both teams, and just a short drive south from here. The Artesia Bulldogs and the Roswell Coyotes are playing their district opener as well. Trips to the far side, one of the deer, running back to the left of Braden Martin. Braden, quick throw, and he completes it. And fighting forward, I believe Julio Mendoza gets the reception here near the 30-yard line. Let's call it the 29. Check that, Cameron Bevan, who is back from injury as well. That's a name that I had forgot to mention, who was returning from injury, so that's a big deal for the Tigers. Add some speed. 5-yard gain, and a 3rd and 2 for Alamo. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. Gonzalez straight up the middle, and he will not get it. Brought down shy of the 30-yard line, no gain on the run, and the Tigers go 3 and out. Well, not what Alamo wanted after the 3-play drive that Goddard took it down the field. And so they'll be forced to punt, and again, not with their best punting unit on the field, but I'll tell you what, Max has made the most out of it. He's gotten some good line drive kicks that have rolled on the ground and been unreturnable, so we'll see if he can keep doing that. Not much of a breeze tonight, by the way, probably coming from the far sideline to the near sideline, but it's a beautiful night for football. Probably going to be a tad chilly. Another good kick here, but now angling towards the far side. It'll stay in bounds. Returner takes it to 36. Tries to make a man miss. He does at the 40. Now cuts up the middle, still on his feet, fighting for the 45-yard line, and he'll be dropped there. So overall, not a bad kick there from Max. It goes 34 yards, a return about 8. So a couple 30-yard punts. Now we'll see if the Tiger defense can regroup and have a better drive than the first time around. We saw the Tiger defense have a much better game against Chaparral, but clearly Goddard a far different animal than the Chaparral Lobos. And the Rockets will send a wide receiver to the near side. And now go out of the shotgun, running back to the left, fake of the handoff, and now we got a penalty flag. Tigers have too many men on the field. Back judge threw the flag. The way the Tigers were looking around, I think they probably had 12. Yeah, legal substitution on the Tigers. So a 5-yard penalty, and the Rockets will have a 1st and 5 from their own 49-yard line. Now you can tell by a couple of the players in the backfield were looking at each other. Somebody wasn't supposed to be on the field. All right, fake the handoff, and Bowles will keep it. Bowles trying to turn the corner. We got a penalty flag again. Bowles makes a man miss, is across the 40, easily as the first down across the 35, but I'm thinking we might get a holding penalty here. We'll see. Don't want to guess, but Rockets are headed backwards. And there was a Tiger player on the ground afterwards, and he's making a motion like he was thrown to the ground, so yeah, it's a holding penalty on the Rockets. So the Tigers will get a little bit of help from the penalty yardage this time, 10 yards, and they'll take it back to the 39-yard line. Both teams with 15 yards of penalties, 2 flags on them each. And it'll be 1st down and about 15 for the Rockets. One wide receiver out to the near side. They'll go under center this time. I formation. And toss play will go to the left. Tigers are in there pretty quickly here. And it gets across the 45 to the 46. Certainly better than the last toss play. But a decent gain on 1st down as they get 7. Zaragoza this time on the carry. And Reese Cady gets called for another tackle. His 2nd of the game, had one on special teams as well. One wide receiver to the near side. And everybody else in the line of scrimmage except the 2 in the I formation. They hand it off to the fullback this time, and not a whole lot there. The Tigers with a nice stop, probably a gain of 1. See if they went to Via Pondo again. So just a one day, and 3rd and 7. Tigers trying not to let the Rockets get to the 46. We'll see if Goddard goes the air or try to keep it on the ground. Toss play to the right this time. And they've got the 1st down, and they've got more to the 40. Tigers sticking with the runner this time to the 25. They'll drag him down before he gets a whole lot more. Zaragoza, though, gets the 1st down easily. They bring him down at the 24-yard line. 23, I'm sorry. And a gain of 30 yards on 3rd and 7. So just an simple inside toss. They've gotten their biggest yardage on that. Toss sweep right, toss sweep left, and then just trying to pick your angles. They go inside the guards, go outside the tackles. They go inside handoff this time. It goes to number 22, Caston Ramage, I believe, the carry this time. And he carries it across the 20 to the 18-yard line. Gain of about 4. Mark Prather gets the tackle for the Tigers. Now, you'd figure Alamo would have a little bit tougher time with the fullback handoffs. As I said, they've had trouble up the middle. I think it's when the offensive linemen get a chance to pull and move around that we've seen the Tigers have some struggles. Zaragoza, the dot of the eye in the backfield here, and he'll get just a straight handoff here, not a sweep, to the 15. He's close to the first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short of it here, and it'll bring up another third down for Goddard. So it's down to the 14-yard line, 3rd and 1. Jarman Williams gets the tackle for the Tigers. Clock rolling, 2:14 to go first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers trailing 7-0. Rockets trying to add to it. 3rd and 1, ball on the near hash. And under center again goes Bowles. He's going to throw. Throws the fade out to the far side, and Mendoza couldn't quite time his jump right. And the receiver on the far side, Tino Rubio, number 17, makes the catch. Good throw there from Bowles. And we talked that Goddard would probably throw a couple of passes, and they go on a 3rd and 1. Tigers had to defend the run in that spot. 3rd and 1, you figure, hey, let's hand it off to the fullback, hand it off to the running back. They decided to go to the corner of the end zone, and not much to lose there. They could have gone for it on 4th down. So a good call by Coach White. Difficult to defend for the Tigers. And the extra point is good. So it's a 14-yard touchdown pass into the end zone. Bowles to Rubio. And with 1:58 remaining in the first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's Goddard 14, Alamogordo nothing. We'll be back right after this.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, disastrous kickoff as one of the Tiger upmen could not handle the line drive kick at about the 30-yard line. And a Goddard player was able to fall on it. And Goddard has the football at the Alamogordo 37-yard line is where they give him possession at. Just a tough break there for the Tigers. They had handled the first 2 kickoffs pretty well, but this time does not happen. Bowles going to keep it here. Out of the shotgun, goes to the right side. Bowles still fighting, tripped up, and a nice tackle as he crosses the 25 down to the 20. But it's going to be a 17-yard gain on first down. And the Rockets have a first down at the Alamogordo 20-yard line. Clock rolling with 1.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and the Rockets trying to go up by 3 scores very quickly here. Split that one wide receiver out to the far side. Reese Cady is the man-to-man out there. Handoff, and up the middle, and nobody touches the Rockets player until he gets into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown run, and it was Zaragoza who gets the touchdown this time. And the Rockets will try the extra point. That is good. And the kickoff mistake by the Tigers, and then 2 plays, and the Rockets are in the end zone, and it's 21-0. 1:18 remaining on the Richardson Motors scoreboard in the first quarter. It's the Rockets 21, the Tigers nothing. Back after this.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. The Tigers very nearly gave away the kickoff again. On the far side, they kicked it pretty much to the same player they did the last time. And he nearly, basically it was a repeat of the second one. This time, though, the Tigers had a couple players that were able to fall on the fumble and recover it. So the Tiger offense back out onto the field. And J.P. Madden will be the man back out there. Tigers are going to go back to under center. This is where they had some success in the opening drive. Man in motion from right to left. Handoff. Gonzalez. Gonzalez straight up the middle. And good carry by the Tigers again. That's where they've had the most success. Just direct handoff to the tailback. And we've got a penalty flag. They're going to call a hit to the helmet by one of the Goddard players. Tell you what, the umpires, I think, thrown every single penalty in this game. That may be penalty. That's maybe where the penalties have been. But he's thrown, I think, with the exception of the 12 men on the field. Okay, face mask. So a 5-yard face mask penalty. And it'll be enough for a first down. It was a 7-yard gain. You add the 5, and the Tigers pick up a first down. They've moved the ball in this first quarter. Just, boy, the things piled on it. Credit to Goddard and their offense. 2 wide receivers again. Madden will come out from under center and look to the sideline. Man in motion. Mendoza. They fake the handoff to him. They give it to Gonzalez, and not much there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Now, Elias has been the workhorse here early. He's got 8 carries, but he has run the ball exceptionally well for Alamo. And it'll be a second and 10 right from midfield as we go under 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Tigers really need a score here if they want to stay in this game at all. The way that Goddard has been able to run the football, Alamo needs to get in the end zone. Under center again is Madden. They'll bring Mendoza in motion again. He gets the handoff, tries to get away from one defender, tries to get away from another. He does, but he's not going to get much. I think he's probably going to lose a yard. Rockets had that sniffed out, and it's, if anything, the Rockets know what's coming out of that formation. It's either going to be the inside handoff or the jet sweep, and Tigers haven't had a whole lot of success with that jet sweep. They lost 1 yard or 2 yards on it when they ran it earlier in the quarter, and they lose a yard there. It's going to stop the clock with 2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, so it'll force the Tigers to run a play here before the quarter. And they will send 3 wide receivers to the near side. One up to the top end. Gonzalez lines up to the right of Madden out of the shotgun. Here comes a blitz. JP pump fakes and then finds Tom Turnbull. Turnbull over to the far sideline. He's crossed the 40. He's got the first down. I'm not sure where Tom came from. He was in traffic across the middle of the field, and JP was really patient to let that ball go. And Tom makes a great catch and gets away from the defender across the 40 down to the 37-yard line. That's going to be a 14-yard gain And a first down for the Tigers to finish off the quarter. So they'll have a fresh set of downs in Goddard territory when we come back to begin the second quarter. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's Goddard 21, Alamogordo nothing, and we'll return on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820. Justin's Motor Company.
People you know, community people, people you know, community people.
If you're looking for a new car or truck, we've got your loan and a local dealer has your vehicle. It's the people you know combination. See us today. Federally insured by NCUA, OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County, 434-8500.
Community people.
First and 10 for the Tigers from the Rockets 37. We're going from left to right now. Here is the snap. Rolling to his left is Madden. He'll throw. He's got a man open. It's Turnbull again across the 30. He reaches forward and finds the 28, 27-yard line. Don't know if it's quite enough for down. It's going to be really close. He's about a yard short, so it's a 9-yard gain. Second catch of the night for Tom, as he was out there man-to-man, and Tigers' offensive line did a good job of giving JP time to roll out and throw the football. And it'll be 2 wide receivers to the near side. They go back to the wing-back look and a running back to the left for JP. 2nd and 1. The handoff, and right up the middle, Elias has got the first down across the 25 and down to the 22-yard line. A first down for Alamogordo. And that's 6 first downs in the first half for the Tigers. They have moved the ball in the first half and have done it well. Let's see if they can finish off a drive here, though. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Goddard 22-yard line. Ball closer to the far hash, and again, we're going left to right here. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Running back to the left of JP. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and not a particularly good throw there from JP as he overthrew it to Julio Mendoza on a screen play. I don't think Julio would have gotten much of anything. There was a Rocket player right on him as the pass was going to get to him. So maybe not a terrible thing that was incomplete. And with 10:52 to go here in the quarter, 2nd and 10 from the Rockets 22. Different wingback in there, Jason Farmer, number 40. They've been switching him and Dakota LaSalle out. Tom Turnbull, the receiver, split out to the near side. And the slot, it's Julio Mendoza. Gonzalez to the left of Madden. He gets the handoff, little jump stop in the backfield, but nothing there as he'll be shoved back by the Goddard defense. Looks like he got to the line of scrimmage, no gain, and a 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Now, for Alamo, it's got to be 2-down territory. We know they don't have the kicking option tonight. No Daniel Faranchalmi. Of course, we know Brett Money got hurt earlier in the season, and they've got Max Merrill in there to kick extra points, but his range is not that far. So don't have to get it all here on 3rd and 10. Tigers, I think, are going to call a timeout. There's no big rush to get it done here, and they're going to go ahead and use a timeout. So with 10:12 to go in the second quarter, it's timeout on the field. Goddard 21, Alamogordo nothing. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision 4?
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Throw to the corner of the end zone. He's got a man, and did he make the catch? No, Julio very nearly made the grab at the near sideline. Not sure if that left foot would have been in, but pretty good throw there from JP. He laid it in nicely and just couldn't quite roll it in, could Julio. There were two Rockets players in the area, but it was a really nice throw to fit that in there from JP, and it'll be now 4th and 10, and another timeout called by Coach Madden, as I guess he wants to talk things over one more time. So 9:54 now here to go in the second quarter, and the Tigers really want to make sure I think he knows how important getting a first down or getting in the end zone is here for the Tigers. So we'll take a break as well and come right back. Tigers trailing 21-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers use back-to-back timeouts, but I get it. This is a spot where the Tigers, they want to stay in this game. They really need a score right here, and they nearly had it on that 3rd down and 10 play. It was a throw from the far hash all the way to the near front quarter of the end zone where Julio Mendoza had a chance at it. Couldn't reel it in. I'm not sure he would have been in bounds if he had made the catch, but at least make the official make a call there, right? All right, 4th and 10 here for the Tigers. Running back to the right of Madden out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers. Madden, play action, looking to throw down the middle of the field, and, well, there was some contact. One of the Tiger players went down, but I guess they're going to call it incidental. And Julio Mendoza was the intended receiver. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rockets as the Tigers turn it over on downs. And the Goddard offense, which has been the proverbial buzzsaw tonight, back out onto the field. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. They've ended up with a short field once. The other 2 times started inside their own 30 and had no problem moving it down the field on the Tigers. No wide receivers this time. And they're just going to go single back and watch the toss play here. Toss to the right it goes. Tigers are back in the backfield quickly, and they're going to get it for a big loss. Not sure who was the first man back in there, but the Tigers penetrated quickly. And Zaragoza, the ball carrier, Shane Sargent was the man on the initial contact, and it takes it back to the 21-yard line. A 2-yard loss, so good work by the Tiger defense to get back there and blow up the play. I think the first negative play we've seen for the Rockets offense tonight. So now they go to the shotgun, bring a wing off the left side, running it straight ahead, and a big hole for the quarterback. Bowles to the 40, 45, 50. Tigers chasing at the 40. Bowles stiff arm and pushed out of bounds. Jay Prude makes the tackle, but not before a monster gain, as that'll go from the Rockets 21 down to the Tigers 28-yard line. 51 yards on the carry. And it's been that kind of night for the Tigers. Rockets have a 68-yard run, a 51-yard run. Neither of them touchdowns, but Rockets finding big gaps. Zaragoza gets the ball on the shotgun handoff, gets to the 25-yard line, not much there. And it'll be a 2nd down and 8 for Goddard.
Number 9, Sammy Zaragoza over the left side for the Rockets. Right now, number 66.
A 2nd down and 8 from the Tigers 25. 8:30 remaining in the first half. Tigers trailing 21-0 if you're just joining us. No wide receivers again. 2 wing backs, and out of the shotgun, running back to the right, they bring a man in motion left to right. He's an option for the the quarterback, Bowles, but Bowles will take it off right tackle and cross the 20-yard line. Doesn't quite have the first, but he'll gain 5 on the 2nd down run. And 3rd down coming up for Goddard. And so a variation of that double wing offense, not necessarily going under center there, but taking it out of the shotgun, and gives the quarterback some choices on how he wants to run the football. If he wants to option toss it out, makes the Tigers defend. Out of the shotgun again, Bowles will keep it. Gets Zaragoza as a lead blocker. He's going to get the first down to the 15. Just power running for the Rockets, and a 5-yard gain for another Rockets first down. Tigers actually have more first downs than the Rockets too, but it's the big plays and the reason why that the Rockets are running a little bit behind on that stat line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Alamogordo 15. 7:25 remaining. And same formation here, double wing, shotgun. Man in motion left to right. And fake one, fake the other way. They're going to throw. Got a man wide open in the end zone, and he will grab it for the touchdown. Touchdown Goddard. And trying to tell you who the young man is. It's number 81 for the Rockets. That's Nate Stone. 15-yard touchdown, second touchdown throw for Bowles tonight. And that's what having a great running attack will do for you. Just a couple of play-action fakes, and the Tigers bite on it. The receiver just simple run to the end zone route, and there wasn't a Tiger within 5 yards of the defender. 7:15 remaining in the quarter, and I guess the extra point missed, actually. They're not adding it to the scoreboard. I'll let you know if that changes during the break. 27-0 is your score as the Tigers trail on the Richardson Motors scoreboard to the Goddard Rockets. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
Tires do for you. They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O Strives provide dependable and expert service at a great price. A wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Looks like Will Gill on the return for the Tigers. Another solid return for him as he picked it up at about the 20, and he'll cross the 35. And the Tigers will end up with a solid gain and a first down from their own 36. Tigers have moved the ball in this game. They've had 3 drives. They had 1 3-and-out, but the other 2 took it down inside the Goddard 25 both times. It's just being able to finish those drives. And what can the Tigers change to make that happen? That'll be the big question mark. 2 wide receivers the far side, 1 to the bottom. It's Martin who's got it, and Braden on the fake handoff to the up man has got a first down across the 50. Makes another man miss to the sideline. Hold on to that ball, Braden. He's got it to the 46. It's going to be a Tiger first down into Goddard territory. Good deception by the Tiger quarterback as he'll pick up 18 yards. Braden Martin on the first down for Alamogordo. Rockets players right there at the end trying to rip the ball loose. When you get into that scrum at the end of the play, they're just trying to see if they can knock it loose, and Braden with some solid work to be able to hold on to it. First down for the Tigers. And again, they've got a fullback in the formation, no deep back, under center. And handoff, and they were able to get it to the fullback, and he's going to get a solid gain. One of the Rockets players got in the backfield and tackled Braden. Wasn't sure if he was able to get the handoff into the hands of the running back, but he did. It'll be up to the 41-yard line, 5-yard gain. Dakota LaSalle. I was trying to tell who was back-to-back, if it was Elias or if it was someone else, but Dakota LaSalle getting the run there at fullback. 1 wide receiver out to the far side, 2 to the near. And again, just the fullback. Do have a tight end in the formation as well. Braden goes under center, and he hands it off and up the middle, and Dakota's got good yardage again. He's got the first down for the Tigers. This is just straight ahead power running for Alamogordo, and again, moving the football down the field, down to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain for LaSalle, and a first down for the Tigers. 5:55 to go in the second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And the Tigers trailing 27-0, but driving and trying to get their first points on the board here in the second. One wide receiver out to the far side, two to the near, and under center again goes Braden Martin. Tight end is to the right. Rockets with 5 at the line of scrimmage, 8 in the box. And a quick throw, and boy, what a nice grab by Tom Turnbull. He took a lick, had to reach back and make the catch, and held onto it at the 30. He's only going to get about 3 yards, and he's able to hop up okay out of that. He's going to walk to the sideline, but he sacrificed his body on a tough throw there from Braden. And Tom maybe just needed to walk that off. He's getting talked to by David Maldonado, the Tigers athletic trainer. Ball's at the 30. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. And this time it's Martin faking the handoff and tried to get away from the Rocket defender, but he's going to be brought down back at the 34-yard line. And he'll lose 4 yards on the carry. Rockets were in the backfield quickly. The Tigers didn't have much of a chance, and so it'll be third down and this has been the story for the Tigers tonight, is their inability to finish off drives when they get it deep into the Rockets' territory. And unfortunately for Alamo, they're in that spot again here. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, actually trips to the far side now. And out of the shotgun. Fake the handoff. Braden rolls to his right. Braden looking, throws, and completes it. No, he dropped it. Tom popped up like he caught the ball, but he had it in his chest at his numbers, but just couldn't quite reel it in. And if you're the Tigers, you got to be going for it here. I mean, there's from what you've seen in this game, they'll call a timeout. It'll be a 4th and 12, but I mean, absolutely no reason for the Tigers to not go for it here in this spot. 4:03 to go in the second, and trailing 27-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll take a quick break and come back with that 4th down play. You're listening to Tiger Football.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers will come out with 4 wide receivers. Ball is pretty close to between the 2 hashes. Twins to each side, running back to the right of Braden Martin. 4th and 12. Take the snap, fake the handoff, rolls to his right. Braden now throws, and he'll underthrow that one into double coverage. Not sure there was really anywhere for Braden to throw the football. Probably the best thing would have been to do try to break down the play and run, but there was Rockets defended that well. It looked like it was pretty similar to the play that we saw on the 3rd down. And the Tigers will turn it over on downs for the 2nd time tonight, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Rockets at their own 35-yard line. Now, it's just a shame because the Tigers move the ball well, but, boy, it seems like as soon as they get inside the 30, I think the Tigers have got too many men on here yet. Well, they can't call a timeout. I think that was they don't have any timeouts left. I think they've used 3, right?
Yeah, timeout on the field. Timeout the Tigers.
Oh, weird. I don't think they had any left unless Goddard called a timeout on one of those. Now, I don't see any penalty flags or anything, so I guess the Tigers did have another timeout remaining. I don't know if they're checking that. Right now I'm watching the officials at the moment. I thought Alamo used all 3. They used I thought a timeout on the 3rd and 10, and then a timeout on the 4th and 10 on the last drive. Then they just used a timeout on the 4th and 12, and the Tigers had too many men on the field. And I mean, I think that's a delay of game. That's a 5-yard penalty, so it would have been essentially the same penalty. I don't see the officials doing that, so not sure what that other stoppage was in the 3rd and 10. I don't know if Goddard called it or not. At the end of the day, not a big deal one way or the other. 1st and 10 for the Rockets at their own 35. Their 5th drive of the night, and they have been flawless moving the football down the field. And kind of surprisingly, they've got 2 pass touchdowns tonight to go along with the 2 run touchdowns. We know this team that likes to run the football more than anything else that they do, but they've run a couple of nice play actions to get the Tigers. And they'll run up to that double wing shotgun look here. And the handoff, Zaragoza crosses the 35 and then crosses the 40. He'll have 5 yards on the first down run. Second and 5 now. Ball in the far hash at the 40. And the clock rolling here with 3:35 remaining. Rockets not in any huge hurry here. And they run up to the line of scrimmage. Tigers got 5 at the line of scrimmage, actually 7. And it'll be Bowles keeping it. Bowles straight ahead, breaks 1 tackle, fighting for the first down yardage. Not going to get it. That's pretty much straight ahead behind the guard to the 49-yard line, or for the 44-yard line, I'm sorry. It's 4 yards, but it is not enough for the first down. So a 3rd down and 1. Tigers can stand tall here and get the ball back here before the end of the half. Tigers have made some nice plays on short yardage. Question is, will Goddard run play action, go to the air here, or just keep it on the ground? And they're going to run out of the shotgun here. Double wing formation. Running back to the left. They bring the man in motion from left to right. Bowles keeps it straight to the middle. The Tigers cut in, and a nice play. Is that Reese Cady again? I think that was. No, I'm sorry. Max Merrill gets in there. I saw the 2, couldn't see the first number. So Max Merrill jumps in there and makes a wonderful play. And the Rockets back to the 42-yard line. It's a loss of 2, but just knifing into the backfield. Look like the Rockets are going to go for it here on a 4th down. It's 4th and 3. They have some faith in their offense with 2 minutes remaining. And to be fair, I understand them having faith in their offense. Unless they're going to try a pooch kick here out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Oh, that's a false start. So I think the Rockets will maybe rethink going for it on 4th down here. Had 2 wide receivers and the running back all go too early, so the center maybe didn't have the call right. 4th penalty tonight on the Rockets for 25 yards. I don't see the punt unit coming out here, so it looks like they're going to go for it here. Just interesting to me. Now the Tigers are running guys off here. They don't have timeouts. Now timeout going to be called by Goddard. Well, that's a break for the Tigers because Alamo had some confusion on their personnel. And I guess the Rockets did too. 1:45 remaining here in the second quarter. It's a 4th and 8 for Goddard. The question is, are they going for it, or are they just going to do the quick kick with the quarterback out of the shotgun? Who knows? Let's fit another quick break, and we'll come right back. You're listening to Tiger Football.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.37. The Rockets do decide to punt. It's a high and short kick that bounces and takes a good Rockets roll inside the 30 down to about the 25. All kinds of confusion for the Tigers. And I think I'm not sure what happened there. Initially, it looked like they were sending special teams on. The last minute, they decided to send the defense back on. I think probably the smart thing to throw the defense out there, just not knowing what Goddard's going to do. And that was close to being a really good punt for the Tigers and ended up being a very good punt for the Rockets. And so the Tigers take it their own 26. But, again, Alma's been able to move the football tonight. I believe that they can take it down the field here. They don't have any timeouts, but they can come up with a big first down play here and get it close to midfield. Maybe you start thinking about getting it into the end zone, but that's obviously a big if. Start off the drive. Back to J.P. Madden. It's been a switch between J.P. and Braden Martin throughout the night. 5 wide receivers. And certainly I think J.P. gives you a little bit better option with the arm, whereas Braden may be a bit better with the legs. Man in motion left to right. And the handoff, it's Mendoza. Mendoza making a couple of moves, tries to bounce to the outside, and he is going to be brought down just shy of the 30-yard line. Does get out of bounds, so it stops the clock. Julio trying to find a hole somewhere, a seam to turn the ball upfield, just never was able to find it. I can give him the 30-yard line, it looks like. So that's a 4-yard gain on the carry for Julio. Ball goes to the near hash now, 1:23 remaining. But again, most importantly, stop the clock. Tigers have no timeouts here. Trips the top side, 2 wide receivers to the near end, and the ball's on the near hash. Rockets look like they're going to blitz 5. Yeah, they'll drop one back into coverage, so it's a 4-man rush. The throw is intercepted. Overthrown at the 35, and it's picked off. Number 75 with the interception. And that obviously was the opposite of what you try to move down the field and get the positive for the Tigers. And unfortunately, a missed throw there by J.P. leads to the interception. And it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. But I like the aggressiveness for the Tigers, and I know some people that just take it into the locker room, but you know you're down 27-0. You got to try to move the football down the field. You've been able to move the football down the field, so I don't mind what the Tigers are doing there. Just unfortunate the result. Under center and a 4 wide receiver look. Quick throw out the far side. It's caught and breaking a tackle at about the 20-yard line and picking up the first down. Good throw by Bowles. Number 17, Tino Rubio, makes the grab.
Rubio taking the ball down to the 15-yard line.
It's a 14-yard gain and a first down for Goddard. And now we've got whistles and a penalty flag. Looks like false start on the Rockets with 1:05 to go, so they'll take them back 5 yards. 1st and 15 now for Goddard. This will be from the Tiger 20-yard line. Ball placed on the far hash. Rockets showing a different formation here, but with the 2-minute drill, makes sense. Trips near side, one out to the far. Clock rolls on the ready whistle. Fake of the handoff. Bowles pump fakes, throws, and caught. Thought maybe Will Gill was going to have a chance to get inside on the receiver, but not much of a chance. 16-yard gain. And Hunter Bean makes the grab, and Rockets trying to go quickly under center here. Just a quarterback sneak, but not much there with 41 seconds remaining, and then now the Rockets will call a timeout.
4-yard line is good for another Rocket first down.
No, that's why they went with the well, that should, I was going to say, that wasn't a first. I was thinking, wait a minute, he doesn't need a first down there, does he? Okay, so it's going to be 2nd down and goal here for Goddard. I thought he had the first down on the first play, but the PA announcer threw me off. Like, wait a minute. So it's timeout on the field for the Rockets with 40 seconds remaining. And they're going to try to make this a 5-score lead. Not a bad call there to just try it. You know, if the Tigers weren't ready to try a quarterback sneak and just run it in from there. So Tiger defense was ready and made the stop, so it was no gain on that run for the quarterback Bowles. But we've seen a different wrinkle here for the Rockets on this drive. It's been predominantly throwing the football. And a spread look Everything's been very tight. And they'll go back to 4 wides out of the shotgun look. I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the football here in this spot out of it. Bowles takes a snap. No, he'll pass. Tigers are in the backfield, and one of the Rocket players able to get away from the Tiger defender. And Zaragoza makes the catch for the touchdown, 4 yards. Just a lot of traffic there, crossing patterns across the field for the Rockets, and Bowles had plenty of time to make a decision, and one of the Rockets players at Zaragoza able to sneak away from his defender and pick up the touchdown. Rockets are going to kick the extra point here. Thought maybe they'd go for 2 here in this spot. They did not. Kick is up, and this time it is good. 34-0 Goddard, 36 seconds remaining now in the first half. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Tigers down by 34.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. The Tigers able to recover the kickoff. It was very nearly another fumble by Alamo. Those line drive kicks have given Alamo heck tonight. 32 seconds remaining. Ball at the 33-yard line on the Tiger side of the field. And Tiger offense hoping for something a little bit better here. They're going to come out with J.P. Madden at quarterback and sure try to move on the field. That's the one thing that's so frustrating about this game, if you're a Tiger fan, is Alamogordo's been able to move the football most of the night, and once they get down inside Rockets territory, they just can't finish off the drives, and the offense has had some positives and just not able to follow through to the end. Tigers will hand it off to, looks like Elias Gonzalez. He bounces to the outside, gets a nice block, still fighting hard across the 40. Looks like he's going to have the first down. Now they say to keep running the clock. Now are they going to try to stop the clock here? Okay. So they do stop the clock. It'll be a 10-yard gain. And Elias has had a very good first half. Probably close to 75 yards rushing in the first half for Elias Gonzalez. Clock rolls here with 12 seconds remaining. Probably time for one more play. Rockets will get the ball to begin the second half. 5 men at the line of scrimmage. JP hands it off, and Elias will get popped in the backfield, and that'll be the last play of the half. All Rockets here on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It's Goddard 34, Alamogordo nothing. We'll take a break, come back and get you some halftime stats and more. This is Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
People you know, community people, people you know, community people.
If you're looking for a new car or truck, we've got your loan and a local dealer has your vehicle. It's the people you know combination. See us today. Federally insured by NCUA, OFCU. 3 branches in Otero County, 434-8500.
Community people, you know.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Our next governor can do a lot to grow New Mexico's economy. Michelle Lujan Grisham has a plan for 50% of New Mexico's energy to come from clean and renewable resources like wind and solar, and sell it to other states to create good-paying jobs for New Mexicans. And Michelle has a real plan to transform our schools and train our workers for new jobs in all kinds of careers, from investing in pre-K to giving students of every age the education and skills they need to be successful in careers here in New Mexico. Skills they can learn close to home through apprenticeships and partnerships with local businesses and colleges, like degrees from New Mexico State's Alamogordo campus in information technology or renewable energy systems, and from Eastern's Ruidoso campus in cybersecurity. Michelle Lujan Grisham wants our families to stay in New Mexico and prosper here. Get the details at NewMexicansForMichelle.com.
Paid for by New Mexicans for Michelle, Los Cisneros treasurer.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back to the Wool Bowl in Roswell. 34-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Goddard leads Alamogordo. And just a frustrating first half for the Tigers. Goddard's going to be in front in this game regardless, but because of the way they've moved the football offensively. But the Tigers legitimately could have 2 or 3 scores, I feel like, and the inability to finish off drives has just been a killer for Alamo tonight. Turnovers obviously have hurt. Turnovers and turnovers, but the fumble, the game really started to spin out of control a bit on the fumble and the kickoff for the Tigers. Goddard was able to get it in, and it was 21-0 in a heartbeat. When it was, it took most of the first quarter for Goddard to take a 7-0 lead, and just, I can only imagine how frustrated a lot of the Tigers are and how the Tiger coaching staff is. But they've moved the football, and they've had some positive defensive plays at times. They did force a Goddard punt, but too much offense for the Rockets, clearly, in the first half. Let's get you the Tigers' stats. 62 yards rushing for Elias Gonzalez. Thought he was getting close to 75, a little bit less than that, but he's certainly been the standout of the first half for the Tigers. Quarterbacks, Braden Martin, 2 of 4 passing, 8 yards. J.P. Madden, 2 of 6 passing for 28 yards. Or 23 yards and an interception. Braden also has 2 carries for 14 yards. Julio Mendoza with 3 carries for a yard. Dakota LaSalle with 2 carries for 13 yards. That's been a nice play. The Tigers had run different, a little bit of a different formation. 2 carries, 14 yards. We already mentioned Braden. Tom Turnbull has 3 catches for 26 yards, and Cameron Bevan with the catch for 5 yards for the Tigers in this matchup. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Rockets, their quarterback Dalton Bowles has rushed for 84 yards and a touchdown. He is 5 of 5 passing with 3 touchdowns and 63 yards, about as economical as you could want. Their main running back, Sammy Zaragoza, 67 yards rushing and a touchdown. Their top wide receiver on the night is Valentino Rubio. He's got a catch for 14 yards and a touchdown. 3 other guys with touchdown passes. They've spread the ball out nicely, or 2 other guys with touchdown receptions, I should say, on the night. But, the Rockets' offense has been excellent. They've had a 68-yard run. They've had a 51-yard run. Just have found big holes. Tigers have, been able to slow them down at times, but just not enough consistently. And Tigers can go in the locker room, see maybe if they can pull some stuff together, and in the second half, just try to build on what they did. They did some positive things in the first half. This isn't one of those games where you go into the locker room and you're just feeling completely desperate in that, and we've seen that with Tiger football over the last, year and a half, that, they weren't able to move the ball at all, and sometimes they moved the ball tonight, just not finishing off drives has hurt them. So something to build on into the second half. See if they can get the defense shored up a little bit, not allow the big plays from the Rockets. If they can do that, maybe not necessarily come back and win this game. It would be a tall task to come back from 34-0, but at least make it competitive. See if they can get a stop on the opening drive for the Rockets and get on the board for the first time. That would be goal number one to start off the second half for the Tigers. See if they can get a stop and find a way to work their way into the end zone after that. All right, we'll take a commercial break and come back. We'll hear from our Tiger Athlete of the Week for this week, which is Mariah Martin of Lady Tiger Cross Country. Cross country team is off this week, and they'll be back at it here in Roswell. No, I'm sorry, in Carlsbad. Messed that up when I was talking to Mariah on Wednesday, too. Or on Thursday, I should say. They're going to be down in Carlsbad for their next meet next Thursday, and that's their final regular season meet of the year. All right, so we'll come back, and you're listening to Tiger Football. It's on the Richland Motor scoreboard, Goddard 34, Alamogordo 0.
What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
This is your ESPN Alamogordo Tiger Athlete of the Week Spotlight, brought to you by McGinn's Pistachio Land, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai, and the Winner's Circle. This week's athlete is Mariah Martin of Lady Tiger Cross Country. It's been another really strong season for Lady Tiger Cross Country. How about you? How do you feel like your season has gone personally?
Yes, like you said, the team overall is doing great. We're winning meets. We're getting top rankings. Me personally, I'm feeling really strong about it. I'm decreasing my times. I'm in the 20s, which is where I wanted to be at this point in the season. Looking forward to district and state coming up.
Do you feel like you can make a few more improvements before district and state rolls around?
I do, yes. We're working on a lot of hill running and getting ready for those courses.
It's the girls cross country team is kind of interesting in that you share a lot of players with soccer, so depending on the meet and how it breaks down on the calendar, you've got a different mix of girls, but it seems like the team has been competitive regardless of who's running this year. What do you attribute that to? You got these 8th graders that are going out there and running well this year.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because some of the meets, it's a lot of seniors and juniors, and then when the soccer girls aren't there, it's me and Mackenzie and then all 8th graders. So, yeah, I think we're just all pushing each other and trying to stay together in the race and help push each other along.
You're coming up to your last 3 meets. You got to meet next week, then it's district and state. What are you going to maybe remember the most about cross country when you think back to all your 3 years running in cross country?
For sure, the friendships that I've made. I've gotten to know a lot of really cool people in cross country, and some of my best memories is when it rains, we go run in the ditches, and we just get super wet, and it's just a great time.
We'll also see you be running in the spring as well for track and field. Do you have an idea of what you'll be running again this year? Do you know, or it'll be kind of up to Coach Atkinson when you get to that time of the year?
Probably mostly the 1 mile and the 2 mile, and maybe the 800 a couple times.
Is there a race in particular you enjoy more than any of the others? Or
I think I'm best at the 2 mile. I like the longer runs.
A little bit more like cross country in a way.
Exactly.
Okay. College plans coming up, is that what you're planning on? Is there something else that you're looking to after high school?
I'm planning to go to New Mexico State for nursing and for sure continue running on my own, but not necessarily organized. Maybe an intramural. So.
All right, Mariah. Well, congratulations on being Athlete of the Week, and best of luck here at the end of the season.
Thank you so much.
Our next governor can do a lot to grow New Mexico's economy. Michelle Lujan Grisham has a plan for 50% of New Mexico's energy to come from clean and renewable resources like wind and solar, and sell it to other states to create good-paying jobs for New Mexicans. And Michelle has a real plan to transform our schools and train our workers for new jobs in all kinds of careers, from investing in pre-K to giving students of every age the education and skills they need to be successful in careers here in New Mexico. Skills they can learn close to home through apprenticeships and partnerships with local businesses and colleges, like degrees from New Mexico State's Alamogordo campus in information technology or renewable energy systems, and from Eastern's Ruidoso campus in cybersecurity. Michelle Lujan Grisham wants our families to stay in New Mexico and prosper here. Get the details at NewMexicansForMichelle.com.
Paid for by New Mexicans for Michelle, Bill Cisneros, treasurer.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Back here at the Wool Bowl. Tigers making their way out of the locker room. The Rockets at the same time as well. So we got about 2 minutes left on the clock. And the Tigers and the Rockets, I think, will get an extra 3 minutes for warm-ups. It's different at every stadium and different at every halftime. I'm never completely sure. Let's get you updated on all the rest of Tiger sports. All the other football games for area teams tonight. Big district matchups for both Tularosa and Cloudcroft. Thule at 3-4 taking on 2-5 Tucumcari. Cloudcroft is 4-3 taking on 2-6, 2-5 Lordsburg. Lordsburg trying to stay in the hunt for a district title, even though I think Estancia is the easy favorite there. But Cloudcroft can finish second place in district with a win tonight, and they'll have to beat Capitan next week as well, but see if that can happen. Thule, meanwhile, wants to get off to a good start and have a chance to win that district championship. I mean, tonight they absolutely need to have that win tonight against Tucumcari, so we'll see if they can get that. Mescalero's taking on Capitan tonight. Over the weekend, we've got Tiger Volleyball at Gadsden, and Cloudcroft is at Mesilla Valley Christian tomorrow. Nothing else. We have no boys and girls soccer. It's a bye week or a bye date for the Alamogordo boys and girls soccer teams. They finish up their regular season next week with games on Tuesday and Saturday. And Alamogordo cross country is off this weekend, so we don't have much else to mention for local sports heading into the weekend. Relatively quiet, but we're coming down to it. After tonight, 2 more football games. After tonight, 2 more soccer games for both the boys and the girls. Volleyball after tomorrow, I believe we only have 4 regular season matches left. Cross country has a regular season meet, then district and state. And pretty much the same goes across the board for the other area teams. Cloudcroft, this is, I think, Mescalero's last game of their season tonight. Cloudcroft, meanwhile, finishes up their season next week and hoping to be a playoff team is, I think, the big thing for them. All right, so we got a couple more minutes for the teams to warm up. We'll fit in one more quick commercial break, and we'll return with more Tiger football. It's 34-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Rockets in front of the Tigers. Back after this.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
People you know, community people, people you know, community people.
If you're looking for a new car or truck, we've got your loan and a local dealer has your vehicle. It's the people you know combination. See us today. Federally insured by NCUA, OFCU. 3 branches in Otero County, 434-8500.
Community people, you know.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back. The Tigers kicking off right to left. Max Merrill will be the one to kick it off. 34-0 Rockets. They have the ball. They deferred. They won the toss in the first half. And it's a short kick. And well, they probably should have turned off the music there as the play began. Not that it really mattered, but they drop on it at the 40-yard line. And that's where the Rockets offense will take over. So we'll see if the Tigers can get some positive things going here in the second half. If the big thing, they really need to stop here on this opening drive to build a little bit of momentum. But it would obviously bring something that the Tigers haven't had yet, which is the ability to stop this Rockets offense. They're going back to the 4-wide receiver look under center, trying to spread out the Tiger defense. And they will go on the quick bubble screen to the near side. Ball is caught and racing across the 50 to the 45 to the 40 and finally dragged down. Max Merrill is going to make the tackle. And Rubio makes another catch as he'll pick up 23 yards on the reception. And just simple screen. He had a couple of wide receivers. They were in a bunch formation. They blocked in front of him. And the Tigers missed a couple of tackles. That was the big thing on that play, was not able to drop him once they got a hand on him. Third catch of the night for Tino Rubio. 2 wide receivers to the far side, to the bottom. Out of the shotgun now goes the Rockets. Taking the handoff, and Bowles going to throw. Pump fakes once. Now he's looking to run. Coming to the near side. Bowles will be knocked out. Actually, just ran out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
Quarterback Dalton Bowles with the quarterback keeper. Pushed out of bounds by number 4, Ryan Fiestas.
2-yard gain on the run. 11:25 remaining. And back to the 4-wide receiver look. So the Rockets maybe just working on some stuff here, would be my guess. Man in motion from right to left. Goes out to the far side. Taking the handoff. Speed option toss to the outside. Zaragoza 30, 25-20. Turns on the speed to the 10, to the 5. Finally brought down inside the 5-yard line. Just a simple speed option. Toss out to the left by Bowles. And Zaragoza takes it to the 5-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain on the carry. Second first down of the drive. And a first and goal here from the Alamogordo 5, as the Rockets will kind of punch it in the end zone again. And once they do get in the, or if they do get in the end zone here, it would start a running clock. The Tigers down by 35. Bowles hands it off up the middle. Zaragoza, not a bunch there. As he'll get it to the 2-yard line, 3-yard gain. .23 remaining, and the Rockets up to the line of scrimmage, 1st and goal here from the 2. Twin wide receivers under center this time. And just a quick run to his left, whip behind his left guard, and into the end zone for Dalton Bowles. 2-yard touchdown run, his 2nd touchdown run of the night, his 5th touchdown overall. And the Rockets go in front 40-0. And we'll kick an extra point. Kick down, and I think he missed it. Yeah, missed it off to the left. So it's 40-0 Rockets, 10-12 to go in the 3rd on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. This is Tiger Football.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
A deep kick for the first time in this game by the Rockets as Julio Mendoza takes it from about the 20-yard line and to the near sideline, out to the 25. Maybe a bit shy of that, 24-yard line. And that's where the Tiger offense will take the field. And this has been a bright spot for Alamogordo tonight, is they've moved the football. And, you know, the big question is, can they finish off a drive here in the second half? We do have a running clock, so 9:30 remaining. Clock won't stop when the ball goes out of bounds or on an incompletion. And it is that Tom Turnbull and quarterback Braden Martin. Looks like Braden Martin out of 5 wide receiver look. Braden across the 30. Braden is bouncing off one tackler, falls to the ground near the 40-yard line. Well, that was not a great. I guess he fell down earlier than I thought he did. I thought he fell close to the 40, but they only give him the 37-yard line. That's a 13-yard gain on the carry and a first down for Alamogordo. Can't tell by the Rocket defenders if it looks like they're still sticking with their starters. Again, Tigers have moved the football all night long, but once they get across midfield or once they get across the 35-yard line, it's just been tough sledding. 4 wide receivers, man in motion left to right. Turnbull fake the handoff, and a nice move in the backfield. Braden on the read option will carry forward across the 40. And it'll be a 3-yard gain. I always find it funny how, and I think almost every away PA person has called him Brandon the entire season. I think most people just assume it's a typo on the roster sheet. Kind of feel bad for Braden. It's always, I mean, it's nice to hear your name over the PA when you make a play in a game. I know how much parents like that and want to hear your name correctly, but listen, you can't blame the away PA guys. You don't get pronunciations and all that good stuff. You do the best you can. 2 wide receivers, the far side, 2 to the near, and faking the handoff and using Elias Gonzalez as the lead blocker as Braden Martin. Not going to get a whole lot there. He's going to be dropped at the 38-yard line. Faked the handoff and was just kind of pushing Elias forward, trying to give him the extra blocking. It's going to be a 3rd and 5. Got a feel for the Tigers. It's going to be 4-down territory the rest of the way. They've moved the football well enough that they should be confident enough to go for it on 4th down. So So it'll be Turnbull and Gills, the wide receivers to the near side, Bevan and Bedgood, and they'll put in Julio Mendoza in there. So it's 5 wides now. Braden Martin from the 42-yard line on their own side of the field. Need about 6 yards for a first down. They bring Mendoza in motion right to left. And now they look to the sideline. They need to either call a timeout or snap the ball. They're going to call a timeout. So they call a timeout with an even 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. And we'll talk it over. They trail 40-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, and we'll be back.
Our next governor can do a lot to grow New Mexico's economy. Michelle Lujan Grisham has a plan for 50% of New Mexico's energy to come from clean and renewable resources like wind and solar, and sell it to other states to create good-paying jobs for New Mexicans. And Michelle has a real plan to transform our schools and train our workers for new jobs in all kinds of careers, from investing in pre-K to giving students of every age the education and skills they need to be successful in careers here in New Mexico. Skills they can learn close to home through apprenticeships and partnerships with local businesses and colleges, like degrees from New Mexico State's Alamogordo campus in information technology or renewable energy systems, and from Eastern's Ruidoso campus in cybersecurity. Michelle Lujan Grisham wants our families to stay in New Mexico and prosper here. Get the details at newmexicansformichelle.com.
Paid for by New Mexicans for Michelle, Both Cisneros treasurer.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. It's going to be a 5-yard run. Nothing fancy for Braden Martin on the third down run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Tigers go for it on fourth down. 6.5 minutes remaining in the game. And they switch up the formation here a little bit. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Wing back to the left. And a running back to the right out of the shotgun for Martin. Braden takes the snap and hands it off. And Gonzalez tried to get the first down, but unable to do so. So Elias gets after, no gain. And the Tigers will turn it over on downs with 6 minutes remaining. So they do get a first down on the drive, but it stalls near midfield. And the Rockets get the ball back on offense here. Now, let's surprise the Tigers went back to, and I think that is what their base offense. They had stuck with the spread throughout the early part of that drive. And they've had success putting 6-7 on the line tonight, but in that drive they'd mainly stuck with the spread. So Rockets going with the spread as well. They ran their expected offense earlier, and they're going to run this screen. The Tigers have it sniffed out well this time. Mark Prather, I believe, the man to get in and make the tackle. Tino Rubio again makes the grab. It's not going to be much here, about 2 yards. He picked up, 20-something on the last time they ran that, 23. So the Tigers that time got through the block and made the tackle. Quarterback Bowles is still perfect throwing the football tonight. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. And a throw deep down the field. Tigers defend it well. Incomplete at about the 10. Alamo players were man-to-man and step for step with the wide receivers at the near hash up the field. And so, as I said, he was still perfect. He comes away with throws his first incompletion of the game. It'll be 3rd and 8. Just making sure it is still Bowles. I don't think he's come out of the game now. I think on senior night, you're probably going to let the senior quarterback play. But 2 wide receivers to the far, 2 to the near. Bowles takes the snap. Looking to the near side. Now it's a screen play up the middle and incomplete. Boy, the Rockets had it set up. And it just escaped out of the hands of Zaragoza. 40 was 2 blockers in front of him and not a whole lot of Tigers down the middle of the field. And the clock rolls under 4 minutes to go on a 4th down play. We'll see if the Rockets go for it again. They have not been shy about going for it the entire night, so I don't expect anything else here. 2 wide receivers to each side. And running back to the right of Bowles. Bowles fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. He is looking, he throws, it is complete, and breaking away from the tackler and getting the first down. The Tigers have the man behind the sticks, but breaking away from it and picking up the first down is number 8. That is Colton Zumwalt. I'm sorry, number 6, Josh Hernandez. The number 8 and the number 6 look very similar to each other. Now the Tigers had a chance to come away with the stop there and end up giving up 20 yards on the completion. Shotgun snap and rolling to his right. Bowles now looking down the middle of the field, and a nice tip away by Mark Prather. Prather read the play and saw the receiver crossing from the far side and was able to get his hand on the football and knock it away.
Bowles pass broken up by number 24, Mark Prather for the Tigers. That'll bring up a second down and 10.
And it'll be a second down and 10 from the 25. Again, this second half will run by pretty quickly here.
Stevenson tonight. Plus Stevenson, you are the Grays Farm Green
As the
Superfan winner. Select your winnings after the ball game.
Rockets with the football. We have a running clock here in the second half. Zaragoza able to run over one of the Tiger players and get across the 10-yard line. Definitely got a reaction from the Rockets sideline and crowd, but put his shoulder down and was able to truck one of the Tiger players. It's a first down for the Rockets, down to the 8, a 17-yard gain. Tiger defender had a good form, good running into the spot, and just give credit to Zaragoza. He put his shoulder down and showed his strength. 2 wide receivers to each side. And running straight ahead, the quarterback into the and trying that Rockets maybe Marcos Hernandez possibly. I think that's who it was, number 5. So he runs it into the end zone for a touchdown as the Rockets put in their backup QB. Extra point try this time is good. And Goddard leads 47-0 with 1:21 remaining in the third quarter. Should mention if the Rockets score one more time without Alamogordo getting on the board, this game would be over. So Tigers want to get something positive here on this next drive. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Rockets leading the Tigers. We'll come back right after this.
What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers field the kickoff at the 20 and take it down to a knee. And that will be where the Tigers start their next drive. Down 47-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. They will probably get one, I'm thinking one playoff, maybe two here before the end of the end of the quarter. Tigers will put J.P. Madden back out there, quarterback. Mendoza, the receiver, to the far side. And one wide receiver here to the near end. Man in motion right to left. And the handoff right up the middle. Elias Gonzalez gets a couple of yards. Now it looks like just one. Now just the second carry of the second half here for Elias, but mainly because the half is going by much faster than it normally would. About 15 seconds left. Tigers are going to try to hurry and get this playoff before the end of the quarter. 2 seconds left. 1. Now that's going to be it. They won't get the playoff. So the fourth quarter will start, and the Tigers trailing 47-0 on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Madden out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff, and throws it deep up the near sideline, and unable to make the grab. He had to twist and turn to try to find it. Was Tom Turnbull at about the 50. And it wasn't a bad throw from JP, a bit underthrown, and just, I think, hard for Tom to be able to get his body position right to try and grab that and keep it in bounds as well. I'm not sure even if he reels it in, he's able to put a foot down inbounds. And it'll be 3rd and 9 here for the Tigers from their own 21-yard line. And I'll put Bedgood and Turnbull out to the far side, a wingback off to the left. And to the right of Madden is Gonzalez. They will hand it off to Elias. Elias trying to turn the corner, 25. Elias fighting for that first down yardage, and he may have it, I think, here. We'll see. Looks like he's got the 30. It should be enough for a first down. It is for the Tigers, so a 9-yard gain. And a first down and 10 for the Tigers. And try to get some momentum working on this drive. Bedgood out to the near side. Turnbull to the top end. And they'll put JP under center here. Rockets crowding the line of scrimmage. Man in motion is Turnbull. They'll hand it off to Elias, and he's got nowhere to go. He is crushed in the backfield. 5-yard loss on the run. Now they fake the handoff to Tom coming across the formation and handed it off to Elias. And unfortunately, I think the Rockets have that play figured out of that under center. Tigers ran the ball well off of that earlier, and the extra pressure, sending a few extra players off that far side, seems to be the difference there. So now to the shotgun look, running back to the right of Madden on a 2nd and 15. Trips to the top end. JP will take the snap, look to throw. He's in trouble right away. No chance. Rockets get in there for the sack. It'll be their first sack of the night, back to the 15-yard line. And another 5-yard loss for the Tigers. And it'll be 3rd and very long here for the Tigers, back to the 16-yard line. They need the 40 for a first down. 3rd and about 25, 3rd, 24. Trips to the top side, one to the near. Rockets again showing blitz. Now back off of it. They'll send just 4. And deep down the near sideline and overthrown. Madden looking for Mendoza around the 50. And the Tigers will send out the punting unit with a little under 9 minutes left on a 4th and 24. And is that Reese Cady back there to the kicking, or is that Max? Looks like it's Max Merrill. Snaps a little high. Max takes care of it. And a line drive punt right down the middle of the field and takes a high hop and takes a little bit of a Tiger bounce across the 45 to the 46. And it'll give the Rockets the ball there, 1st and 10 from the Alamogordo 46-yard line. So Alamo will drop to 1-7 and will play the remaining 2 games at home. They'll get to Roswell High School next week. That game, they've been updating scores over the PA here. Last time I heard it was 14-14. Those are going to be the games to watch in this district. Like I said, the Tigers, maybe trying to play the fly in the UND or somebody. Unfortunately, that's not the case tonight, but maybe the Roswell game, maybe the Artesia game, just try to make it a little bit harder than the folks would guess. And it is Marcos Hernandez, the quarterback here for Roswell now. They've got 2 wide receivers to each side, or I should say for Goddard. And then a timeout called by Goddard with 7:12 remaining in the game. And the Tiger defense will try to come up with a stop. Looks like facing a majority of the 2s for the Rockets. Sure, it's a mix between the quarterback and offensive line and a few other pieces in there. So we'll fit in one more quick break and come right back. Tigers trailing 47-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, 4 wide receivers. Hernandez is out of the shotgun for Goddard. He will run to his right, fake the speed option, run straight up the middle, and pick up solid yardage. Max Merrill's going to get the tackle at about the 41-yard line. 5-yard gain. He ran it in for a 4-yard touchdown on his last carry. That was one to put Goddard up 47-0. And the clock under 7 minutes to go. This one will pretty much go the whole distance, unless the Rockets score very quickly here on this drive. Hopefully the Tiger defense can make a stop. 2 wide receivers to each end, and a 2nd and 6 out of the shotgun. Straight up the middle again, and not a whole lot there, but still fighting forward and getting positive yardage is Hernandez. And I believe Tidwell, the man in on the stop for the Tigers. To the 38-yard line, it's a 4-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd down for Goddard. 3rd and about 2 as we'll hit the 6-minute mark at the snap of the next play. And they'll bring in a sub here. With 2 wide receivers out to the far side, 2 to the near. And Hernandez with the running back off to his right, or should say his left. Takes the snap, and this time does hand it off. And some strong running up the middle. See if it's enough for the 1st down, maybe just shy. Zaragoza came back in the game there, got a 1-yard gain. That'll not be enough for a 1st down with 5.5 minutes remaining. It'll be 4th and 1 from the Alamogordo 37-yard line. Ball closer to the near hash. And it's 2 wide receivers to each side. They go with Zaragoza as the single back under center. And they'll go just the quarterback sneak, and it'll be enough for a first down. Got about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. All they needed, and it'll move the chains for the Rockets. And we'll roll under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. It'll be 1st and 10 for Goddard at the Alamogordo 36-yard line. Twin wide receivers, and back to the shotgun formation for Goddard. Here's the snap, rolling to his left, fakes the option on the speed, and up the middle goes Hernandez. He'll get 4 yards on the rush, up to about the 32-yard line. And another tackle from Tyler Tidwell. And you can definitely say there have been a few guys on this defensive side that have had good games. Mark Prather, Reese Cady, Tyler Tidwell, Max Merrill has had another really good game for Alamo. Just overall, it's been a really rough night again for the Alamo defense. And certainly hasn't been a good night for the Tiger offense. There were some positives. Fake of the handoff. Hernandez rolling to his right, gets away from a Tiger defender, gets away from another one. We got a holding penalty called on Goddard when Hernandez got away from that Tiger defender. There was a reason why that he got away. A little bit of a bear hug. So holding on Goddard, I would assume. And we'll bring the ball back. It was going to be a gain down inside the 25-yard line. And it'll be from the 34-yard line back. So to the 44. Does stop the clock on the penalty. As soon as they blow the ready whistle, it'll start that sucker up again. So, again, I think there's some good things out of this game, but, man, it just got out of control so early. And the huge turning point of the game was the fumble and the kickoff after Rockets had made it 14-0, and then it was quickly 21-0, and you just knew it was out of hand at that point. You still thought maybe the way the Tigers had moved the ball in their opening drive that they might have a chance. And Hernandez will hand it off, and straight up the middle, looks like Zaragoza is going to get the ball inside the 35 to the 34, got pretty much all the penalty yardage back there, 10-yard gain. And they'll check that. Josh Hernandez this time gets the carry, so that's number 6. So not Zaragoza. But a 3rd down and about 10. Ball's at 35. It's 3rd and about 9. And they'll go under center again, I formation. And they fake the handoff to the fullback. Quarterback keeps it, turns the corner, and goes upfield. He's not going to get quite enough for the first down. Crosses the 30, or gets right to the 30-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard gain. 4th down and about 4 now for Goddard. Can the Tigers get off the field here in this spot? Rockets have already converted 1 4th down on this drive. Maybe give the offense a chance to do something right here at the end of the game. I think if the Rockets get the first down here, they can kneel it out the rest of the way, but they may decide to let I don't know if this is a lot of their JV guys here at this point, certainly their JV quarterback, I would assume, and running back. 1 wide receiver out to the far side, I formation again. Toss play to the left. Tigers are in the backfield and made some contact, and they'll get the stop. The Tigers will stop the Rockets after just a 2-yard gain for Hernandez. And the Tiger defense able to force a turnover on downs. And it'll be about 1:30 left. The Tigers will... I'm not sure if they're supposed to stop the clock on the turnover on downs. Again, that doesn't really matter, but... I've seen it different at different stadiums. But one more chance for the Tiger offense, see if they can go down the field and do something and finish off the game on a positive. But a dominant performance from the Goddard Rockets. There's a reason why one poll they're the number 1 team in the state and the other poll they're the number 2 team in the state. But I do think the Tigers did do some good things tonight, just couldn't put it all together. Handoff goes to Gonzalez, and it's a fumble, but Braden Martin able to fall on it as the handoff exchange did not go well there. It'll be about a yard loss on the rush. or I should say on the fumble recovery. And we roll under 45 seconds to go. Trips near side, one out to the far. Rockets going with just 4 down linemen and spreading everybody else out. Braden, quick throw. Tries to find Julio Mendoza. They'll say incomplete. That was close to where it could have been a backwards pass. I don't blame the Rockets players for going after that, but I got to say I would pay large money to somebody to find the air horns and take them away from the people on the far sidelines. It's been all night, man. It's all right. At least it's on the far sideline and not here. Tigers may get one more playoff. 2 seconds. One. Yes, they do get the playoff. Braden will keep it, run straight up the middle, and that'll do it. Kicks up a couple yards, and it's Goddard on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, defeating the Tigers 47-0. We'll wrap it up after a quick break. This is Tiger football.
Our next governor can do a lot to grow New Mexico's economy. Michelle Lujan Grisham has a plan for 50% of New Mexico's energy to come from clean and renewable resources like wind and solar, and sell it to other states to create good-paying jobs for New Mexicans. And Michelle has a real plan to transform our schools and train our workers for new jobs in all kinds of careers, from investing in pre-K to giving students of every age the education and skills they need to be successful in careers here in New Mexico. Skills they can learn close to home through apprenticeships and partnerships with local businesses and colleges, like degrees from New Mexico State's Alamogordo campus in information technology or renewable energy systems, and from Eastern's Ruidoso campus in cybersecurity. Michelle Lujan Grisham wants our families to stay in New Mexico and prosper here. Get the details at NewMexicansForMichelle.com.
Paid for by New Mexicans for Michelle, Los Cisneros treasurer.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at JustinsMotorCompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
People you know, community people, people you know, community people.
If you're looking for a new car or truck, we've got your loan and a local dealer has your vehicle. It's the people you know combination. See us today. Federally insured by NCUA, OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County, 434-8500.
Community people, you know.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back to the Wool Bowl here in Roswell. Goddard 47. Alamo on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Tough night for Alamo. I say there were some positives for the Tigers, the way they moved the football in the opening drive and a number of other drives in the first half. Elias Gonzalez had 62 yards rushing. Tom Turnbull had 26 yards receiving on the night. Braden Martin ran the ball for 40 yards. And just, got out of hand. We knew that Goddard was going to be the team was going to maybe move the ball better offensively, but I was impressed with the Tigers. Move the ball at times tonight. Just they could not finish drives at all. Defense had a very tough night, and this team is one of the best teams in the state for a reason. Definitely deserve the respect. Just for the Tigers, just hoping to try to find a way to get to this level at some point. And I will say this is considerably better from last season. Whereas in some of these games, the Tigers didn't look like it was a JV team versus a varsity team. They certainly look like they belong on the field this season. Clearly Goddard, the better football team. And the Tigers are unfortunately going to have to deal with 2 more weeks of playing teams that I think, just being respectful to Roswell and Artesia, they are better football teams than the Tigers right now. So hopefully at home, maybe find some positives. The kids still look like they're working hard, still trying to get better, and that's the big thing for the Tigers. I genuinely believe there's good things down the road for Alamogordo football. We see some positives on the JV, the freshman level, and massive improvement on the varsity level. But the bummer for the Tigers is it's right now, and they have to go through tough games like this one. But all credit to Goddard. That's a very good football team. They've got some big guys up front. I was very impressed with Dalton Bowles. I was very impressed with Zaragoza, their running back. They're going to be a tough team to beat when we head into November and December in the Class 5A playoffs. I'm interested to see what happens next week here at the Wool Bowl. There's definitely some. Let me just tell you this. I was waiting to get into the stadium tonight, and some of the folks were talking about that they were going to make sure that the home team stayed on the home side, the away team stayed here on this side, and by that I mean the fans with Artesia and Goddard, just I think for security purposes, just to let you know what that rivalry is like. And I'm sure it's the same with Roswell High and Artesia too, just to avoid any problems. And obviously, the only way you can really tell is if the folks are wearing the gear. After that, good luck on that whole deal. So hopefully everything is civil. Wasn't 2 years ago the game where what happened? Was it a fumble? The officials made a really bad call, and I can't remember what it was. That's going to kill me. I'm not going to remember, but it was one that I watched it on tape later, and I went, oh, no. I don't know if it was a penalty or – if I had an Artesia fan right here, they'd be able to tell me the answer to that one for sure. All right, that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's game. The Tigers fall 47-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, and we'll try to bounce back next week at home against Roswell. You guys have a great rest of your night. Keep it here on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
This has been a presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports, brought to you by Desert Sun Motors, First National Bank, Tularosa Basin Telephone Company, Otero Federal Credit Union, Sleep Well, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, The Winter Circle, White Sands Motorsports, and Richardson Motors. Thanks for listening. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, Southern New Mexico's sports leader, KNMZ Alamogordo.
Fifth-ranked LSU. Coverage begins tomorrow at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN. Presented by Dr. Pepper.
Your home for the worldwide leader in sports radio in the Tularosa Basin is ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
You're listening to the best of Golick and Wingo on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Would you believe when I said if it's Boston and Milwaukee in the World Series that it's going to be cold, and Milwaukee has a dome that they play in, so they would be inside. Would you believe that I meant for fans before they go to the game that it would be cold outside? That's what I meant?
No.
Or would you think that I was just an idiot and forgot it was a dome?
How do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, do you want a real answer?
I'd like you to lie.
Okay. Yeah, you were thinking of the fans.
Yeah, it's nice to think of the fans. Although, really, if we're thinking of the fans here, Boston and L.A. would make the most sense for them. A lot of direct flights from Boston to L.A. You're not going to get those to Milwaukee.
There you go.
It's really all about how you get there.
I'm an idiot.
There you go. Well, you know what? Then you're on.